This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Our World Has Ended. In the last episode, well, we entered the new world again somehow. We found out the units just disappeared, so we chased after her. And what we found was perhaps yandere? I'm not sure. I'm not actually super familiar with certain terminology. But either way, she got super jelly about our helping Natsumi with her issues, even though she never apologized for them. But now she's changed her name to Runa. We found out that earlier in her life, Yuno had tried to kill herself for some reason. Probably after her parents' death or something like that. I'm not sure. But at some point, she tried to kill herself. So that's the big thing. Yeah, there were kind of some weird signs were there, especially when she said she wasn't always a good girl. Probably if you choose a couple of scenes with her, but yeah, I was thinking it was probably something along those lines. Or either she tried to kill herself, or she tried to commit suicide, or she was the reason her parents died, or something like that. So I had a feeling. But anyway, let's get back to it and see what's going to happen now, because Haruno and Natsumi are going to duel at dawn with pistols. Oh, I hope they both get shot. Don't worry, Tatiana. That's definitely not the face. Wait, that's definitely not the face. What? I console her, but I'm pretty shaken by this too. My selfish actions changed Yuno-san into Haruno-san. I didn't even want to console Natsumi in the first place. Game told me to. Well, she singles us out, so we have to do something about this. Natsumi-san looks at me and sighs. Now this is the problem we sisters have to solve together. Not fault here. Asana-san sounds confident. It's my fault for not looking after her properly. Sister, nonsense. Did I seriously think I could protect her? I didn't do it at all. Asana-san! She's unusually detected. I really don't know what to say to her. Looks like the situation is more complex than I expected. A sudden voice rings out. What the? The voice is none other than Reino Ichinose-san. No, I did the wrong voice. Oh well. I never expected to meet you like this again. Reina, is it really you? Ichire. Oh, it's Reina. Everyone gathers around her. We normally express our joy about seeing her again, but the situation doesn't allow it. Sorry, this happened, everyone. Reina-san starts by bowing to us. Sorry, eh? Looks like it's not a situation where we can enjoy our reunion. We had a bunch of questions myself. I know you do. Anyway, let's go somewhere where we can talk in peace. There's no one else here. You can talk anywhere. With a serious face, Reina-san starts walking. We suddenly go after her. Where's she going? We all follow after her through a small alley in the Nakamisa street. Somehow we end up back here, so that's the random jump for you. August 10th, 2017, 11:05 p.m. To our surprise, leads us to the lounge of Judgment 7's office, first floor. Oh, I never would have thought that Nakamisa Street was right to the base. Still surprised, we all sit on the sofas and sigh. Though we meet Reina-san again, no one says a word. Yuno-san would normally make tea for us or Joey lighten the mood, but she's not with us now. It's the first time I'm here as Reina Ichinose, but I can't really enjoy it without everyone else here. Reina-san herself looks pretty dejected too. Anyway, where do we begin? Wari-san starts the conversation. The fact that you're here makes it pretty evident that this is the new world. The virtual world created by Akashic, isn't it? It is. But the map is a huge mess. There's even places that weren't there before, like the guest house and Asana's place. This virtual world is quite different from the others, isn't it? Haruka-san asked her what we all want to know. Yes, this is a virtual world created by Akashic, but it's also a world created by Yuno's unconscious mind. How? I don't know what happened in the real world, but this world and the personality she calls Haruna were both chosen by Yuno herself. I won't believe that she'd ever want to be like that. I don't know, I kind of prefer it. Asano-san instantly rejects the idea. I'm with you on that, Asano. I don't believe that that's really her either. Well, maybe if she's created that character, that means it's a part of her. So you can't really ignore that part of her, you know what I mean? But it's true that she's feeling so negative that she started denying herself. Denying herself the pleasure of never mind. The personality she calls her Bruno is probably just a persona she developed for the sole purpose of rejecting Yuno. Oh, God, I wish I was playing that game right now. In this virtual world, strong strong emotion affects phenomena. That means that the stronger the brainwaves captured by the NWG, the stronger the effects on this world. Really? This world is made out of people's memories, so this is pretty much the law of this world. You might even say that this world is built from strong emotion. Though normally, only those with administrative powers are able to enact significant change in this world. So does that mean Yuno's a god now? But that changes when the emotions are extremely strong. I see. Rain-san's explanation makes Wari-san sigh. I always knew that this wasn't just a mere copy of the real world, but honestly, I had no idea that you could warp the virtual world this much. He looks at Rain-san inquisitively. I don't really care about what kind of experiment it's being used for, but it doesn't seem like it's good. Rain-san hangs her head and says nothing. Alright, I understand this new world is a mess because of Yuno's strong emotions. But why are we even here? All the lines connecting us to Kashyyyk were cut, and Wari didn't come here when they tested the NWGs, right? Right, nothing happened. That much is certain. Wari-san nods. That's my mistake, Reiji-kun. Remember the memories I showed you after the battle with Deguchi? Yes, you mean the world I saw before it came back to reality after I was shot and you cut the line, right? Yes, I showed it to you because I wanted you to see the truth. To that end, I sent an Akashic connection authorization file to your NWG's storage. Damn it, girl. It's a backdoor program that uses normal line to connect you to Akashic and let you access my memory data. Looks like it was still there. I see, so the NWGs, which didn't happen during Sakai's test, happened when Reiji joined us for the real thing. Yes, I brute forced to open a line to Rakanori's Akashic that should have never opened otherwise. It's my mistake. Sorry about that. You can actually make mistakes? Holy crap, you're not a actual Mary Sue after all. Sorry. Rain-san bows apologetically. So that means the new world experience will happen every time we activate the world program now? Or will it only activate when I use it? No, don't worry. I think this connection made Akashic Security nullify the authorization code. This backdoor program should never work again. Hooray! Also, my administrative power was dropped all the way to E, so I can never create another authorization code. That means that this will be the final connection. The final connection! Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, anyway. So this is the last time we get to see you? Oh. Natsumi-san sighs sadly. Don't make that face, Natsumi. I originally intended to never meet you again after my virtual personality data was salvaged from J7 server. That's why I had Sis and Miyabi make that act. But now that happened because I was being a bit too selfish. I'm so sorry. Rain does not apologize to us again. Ichirei, you have nothing to feel guilty about. This is Even she said sorry, Natsumi. This is an accident more than a coincidence. It just happened when Yuno was overcome by despair. And that resulted in the birth of Hayase, a virtual world with a messed up coordination. But I don't think this is a bad thing in the end. It lets us meet Ichirei again. And most of all, I came to know how Yuno really feels. Excuse me. I agree. I don't think we would have known about Yuno-san's true feelings if it wasn't for the New World experience. Should we really have this? It's kind of super prying. When you look at it that way, it seems like there's a reason we're here. My God, told us to be here. Reiji-kun. Our words soft from Rainy-san's expressions. Alright, we know the situation we're in now. We still have a problem. Right now our bodies are in a guest house in the real world. When it's 8 o'clock, Yoko-kun will come worry and check up on us, and as we're out cold, try to wake us up. We've come with the new world about 7:35. We've been here for 3.5 hours. That means that we convert the virtual time into real world time. Beep boop bop beep boop. It's about 7:43:45 in the real world right now. Though half asleep, Tatiana instantly gets it completely right. So 8 in the real world would be tomorrow morning at 3:30. Tatiana churns out a precise answer like a human calculator. When that time comes, we'll probably be forced out of here and back to reality. Back to reality! And Yuno, forget it. I'll just call her Runo. Runo and Natsumi's duel starts at 5, so if we don't take care of everything and save Yu's mind in 30 minutes after that, this trip to the new world will be rendered meaningless. Man, would that also permanently change her if her mind's like that? Would the jolt back to reality screw up her mind? Sakai-kun, no, it's far worse than that. Rainy-san makes a stern expression. If she's forcibly brought back to reality as Haruna, it's possible that the real Haruna might not accept her own mind. So she might go insane? Honestly, it's impossible to tell what kind of mental damage would happen then. Lab 13 performed experiments focused on overbearing minds detached from the real bodies, and the data they got from them is tragic. Huh? Rina-san's words make all of us lose ours. So if we don't turn Haruna back to Yuno, it might affect her real self, right? Yes, and her just ending up as Haruna would be one of the better scenarios. As for the worst ones, that's all I need to know. And Natsumi-san cuts Rina-san's words short. All I have to do is slap some sense in her. I'll accept her duel. You are not the best person to slap some sense in her, dude. Natsumi-san's confident attitude gives me courage, especially since you can't apologize like the adult here. Yeah, we just have to wake her up, so let's do it. Let's do it! World 1-1. Natsumi-sensei versus Murder Hayase. This is a battle we can't miss. Ooh, I hope Bud will be involved. ... As we all gather our will, Asana-san is still silent. If Yuno-san's pulled back to the world as herself, her mind might not end up damaged. Well, if she doesn't turn insane, she might end up like brain damaged or something like that. I guess hearing something that dark made her shocked and worried beyond words. Natsumi-san takes Asana-san's hand. I'm almost kind of hoping something like that happens, just so it'll make something happen to the group. Like, actually, well, I mean, things are happening. I don't know. Anyway, Natsumi, you're her sister. What are you moving about? Natsumi. Don't worry, we'll bring Yuno back, so keep yourself together. Yeah, you're right. I have to get a grip. Though she sounds meek, there's a spark of determination in her eyes. Well, we gotta get Sans and Papyrus down here to help with that. We become a bit more optimistic about the situation and prepare for the duel of Haruna-san. First, while there's still time, we gotta find the jump point at the beach. Whoa! We overrun around Asakusa again. Reiji is at their limits. No need for that. I can analyze the map even with my administrative power, so it won't be hard to find the jump point to the beach. Rina-san closes her eyes. She's probably accessing the data. A moment later, she opens her eyes. Kanamarimon. Passage from the Kanamarimon street aside, and you'll end up at that beach. She creates a route we can follow to get there. There's nothing to worry about now. Something else I found out just now. This office is actually connected as it should be. Now that's unexpected. Considering how the rest of the world works, is this because Yuno-san wanted it like this? My comment makes Asana-san nod. Yeah, that's probably the case. She really likes this place after all. When I asked why she likes this dirty, shabby, messy places, this is what she said. I mean, when I'm here, no one finds it weird. Asana-san falls silent. I get the urge to ask her something I'm really curious about. Asana-san, this is kind of hard to ask, but did Haruna-san tell the truth? I mean, about Yuno-san attempting suicide? Everyone else wants to know that too. We all focus on Asana-san. That was a lie, right? I mean, Yuno-san would never. It's true. She rings out that response. She's making such a pained expression that no one can ask her why. We just silently listen and wait for what she says next. Remember Haruna's appearance? That was how she looked until recently when she started going to high school. Really? I'm surprised. Short hair looks really good on her, and color aside. I always thought Yuno-san always has hair that looked like, or I always thought that Yuno-san's hair always has hair that looked like that. Damn, what's wrong with me? Although, remember she had mentioned about something about liking long hair or something like that a while back about Natsumi-san's hair? That was some beautiful black hair, right? She got it from her late mother, and she treated it always. It was probably the only thing dear to her. I kind of wanted to keep her black hair. The blue hair is kind of a... Not a fan of the blue hair. Why did she cut it short and dye it? Probably realized it by now, but Yuno didn't want to go to school for the past year or so, right? She's been absent this whole time. Oh, really? I didn't know. Wara-san looks generally surprised. Same here. Now that I think about it, she was here every day. In fact, there were less days when she wasn't. She was here almost 24/7, and I took her for granted because she's staff here. But then again, she'd normally go to school. Yeah, she always wears a sailor uniform, so I thought that she guys came after school. But now that I think about it, she's often here before school ends. She's still sleeping on Tatiana comments. She's doing her best to stay awake for Yuno-san's sake. I just thought school was off or something, but yeah, that's just too many days off. I weigh in on it as well. Looks like no one had any idea that Yuno-san wasn't going to school. I assume the reason they colored her hair, other than for story purposes, is to make her different from Natsumi-san. That's why a lot of animes will give people different colored hair so they'll stand out. Despite a personality should let you stand out, not just the whatever. Yuno-san or Asana-san raises an eyebrow at us. Not one of you noticed? What kind of company is this? Well, then again, that might be the reason why she felt so comfortable here. It's probably the only office where a high school girl can hang around without anyone batting an eye about it. That's really grateful. I'm really grateful for that. Thanks. A bit embarrassed, Asana-san thanks us. Well, we're not the kind of people to care about that. But she wasn't always absent from school. She kept going until summer for first year. She got to the school because I worked and paid for it, so she didn't want to skip a single day. For a modern high school girl, she was way too serious. Well, that's just very much like her. Yeah. I agree with Natsumi-san and nod. Yuno-san really loves her sister, so it's probably like a mission to her. But you know how she is. Airhead, easy to like, and always gets too close to everyone. She's basically designed to be liked. Unlike me, she's even cute. Well, that's subjective, but... Well, can't argue with that. Okay, that's true. Agreed. Don't even say it. Yeah, we all know that. I think so, too. Our unified agreement sours her mood. Hey, how about at least one of you argues against that? That's pissing me off. Come on, Asano. You have your own charms. Wari-san's words are backhanded, come in monotone. Though she doesn't look satisfied, Asano-san stops being angry. Anyway, back to the matter here. Because of the way she is, Yuno is really popular among guys. That's what makes her airhead so scary. She unintentionally leads guys on, then drops them without even realizing it. Well, I mean, that's up to the guys to figure out, like, just straight out either ask her or whatever. I just assume a girl's being friendly until she tells me. And I know girls are always like, you have to figure it out. I'm like, nope, unless you tell me that you're generally interested in me, I'm assuming you're just being friendly to be nice, and that's it. I always had friends who'd always like go to places like restaurants or out, and when a girl was nice to them, they always like, man, I think the girl was flirting with me. I'm like, she works at a Best Buy at the counter. She's supposed to be nice to you. Jesus. Anyway. I think I actually skipped reading the previous part. Whoops. I'm a college student, so I can handle her without getting it wrong. But if I met her in my high school years, I would have definitely assumed she was into me. She kind of, I mean, the way this game works, she kind of is. Though she's still able to avoid any grudges with guys and even ends up as friends with them. It's kind of amazing, actually. I feel like I'm listening to her doting older sister brag about her little one. But you're basically saying that she never really got into any love trouble, right? Well, I would assume some girls might not like her because they thought that she was still with her boyfriends, even though she wasn't actually. Well, yeah, not with guys at least, but she was seriously hit by the girls. Yep. I knew it. There was this one leader kind of girl. She liked one of the guys that Yuno accidentally dumped. So she stepped on the tail of the queen of the monkey hill. The world was full of such hopeless rats. They came teasing, bullying. That's too weak. It was violence. At least that's what I heard from her classmates. So she stopped going to school then. I can't really blame her. Yeah, I wouldn't either. But really, in that case, she had to fight back. There's just no way around that. Asana-san strongly shakes her head. She was still going to school every day. She went through horrible things, but she never took a day off. For my sake. Sorry. That's why I never knew that she was going through such things. So basically, Yuno-san's story is kind of the typical high school student, you know, going through depression and trying to kill themselves, all that type of story. We've seen it before. Doesn't make it any less hitting, but you know, I couldn't notice it at all. I have such an awful older sister, right? A real failure. Hey, even people who like watch their family and talk to them every day will still have a somehow depressed kid, because depression is a real bitch. In real life, it is. I don't have it, but you know, it's just one of those things that just like, depending on how bad you are, it just can kind of hit. So the sad thing is that's what pretty much happened to Robin Williams. Rest in peace, my man. She blames herself. You just can't. You just hear the regret in her tone. Asana-san. She bites her lip for a second, then continues. This continued for more than a month, until the day before summer break. She came home back then. I finally realized what the kind of hell she was going through. Her clothes were covered in dirt and all beat up, so I turned pale because I thought it was an assault. Thankfully her body was okay, but I can't say it for her hair. Her glamorous, beautiful black hair was in such an awful state. Can't even say that it was cut. That wouldn't be enough. It was torn, sheared, robbed, snatched away. That's how bad it was. Yeah, that makes me want to punch this bitch who did this. Somehow I got to look human in our bath, but she ended up looking like a high school baseball player. I don't know what happened to her, but there was blood too. Probably ripped it out. Unforgivable. That's a police matter. It's an actual crime. Yeah, it is. Asakusa raises his voice. Yeah, but when she saw herself in the mirror, all changed. She just said this. Summer break starts tomorrow, so maybe this is good too. It's refreshing. She didn't cry or get angry. Said she just tried to cheer me up since I had tears all over my face. Poor Yuno. Tatiana is crying. I had no idea that something like that happened. Natsumi-san is shaking. I can see that she's regretting something. I understand why. Are you going to apologize now? I hope you will. My mind drifts back to yesterday, the conversation they had. But I'm really not sure about my hair. Washing and drying is really hard. Not against the way of drawing. Maybe I should just cut it short like yours. Yeah, that'd be a waste. Your hair's really pretty. Hair is a woman's life, so you should take care of it. And then there was what happened during the meeting a few hours ago. Shut up. Of course you wouldn't understand me. Not like you spent your whole life being loved and pampered by everyone you meet. ... I didn't mean to say that. I didn't. Are you gonna apologize? Natsumi-san starts to panic, but Asana-san cuts her off. Don't get it wrong, Natsumi. She doesn't hold a grudge against you for that. Maybe she does. Have you thought about that? Don't assume. But the first time I took her here was close to the end of that summer break. Remember she had the same haircut she does now, but that time it was just a wig. She said that she wanted to go for a summery, vibrant color. Rather go back to black. That was hot. I see. Yeah, well, you told me this a bit later, but when you two first met, you said something like this. Oh, that's a nice haircut. The sky blue color, if wonderful. If wonderful? It looks great on you. I should make this dirty base a bit more lively. Do you remember? Do you remember? Yes, wait. No, I don't actually. Natsumi-san acts like she doesn't remember that moment, but to me, it just looks like she's hiding her embarrassment. Yuno was really happy about it. She said that when her hair grew back a bit, she started dyeing it blue. For a while after that, she just couldn't stop talking about you. I see. What a strange girl. Despite what she says, she seems pleased to know that. Since she was like that, when the summer break was over, she had to go again. I figured she'd be just fine. But she wasn't. Asana-san's voice is full of regret. She sounded class while on the train to school. She was taken to the hospital. Looks like her body broke down before her mind did. No, her mind was already broken. Every time she tried to go to school, she either vomited, collapsed, got a fever, became unable to breathe. No matter how many times the door stopped, she always insisted on going. This continued for 2 weeks. When she realized that her body was always refused to go to school, for the first time ever, she showed her tears to me. Sorry, sis. You got me enrolled in that school, but I can't get there no matter how hard I try. I wonder why. Why can't she go to the school? Well, we know why, but what else is left in Yuno's backstory that she's not telling herself but have to do it vicariously through Asana-san? Find out next time in the next episode of Our World Is Ended. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.